we need to be looking at that $4.4 million and supplanting whatever we can. I don't think we need to be talking about tech teachers before we do that. Adding programming is not an option. We are a system that keeps growing, and we have to be fiscally responsible. And we've got to figure out ways with $46 million increase, and with, if we got the $54 million increase, if we're still talking about tech cuts and increasing programming, we have to have different discussions. To me, that, and it just doesn't make sense. And as for Ms. Mallow's comments about conferences, I fully believe that we want to limit our excessive spending. I think we go to one conference, which is a new board member conference. I don't think that should be cut. Coming from a background, if we want electeds who can represent normal people, coming to represent normal people, they're going to need some guidance. I believe that's a necessary function, and to have that kind of training is important. Cutting Cube is absolutely not on the table. That is the one thing that I have been to in this entire 6 months that I've been to that focused on equity. It focused on teaching how systems would do equity, what an equity plan might look like, what an equity budget might look like, meeting people of color who represented the voice of the people of color. No, that would not be something we should cut. It was the only part of the NSBA conference that addressed the needs of people of color. So that would not be something I would support cutting. Also, mileage, I mean, I think it's great that people who can afford to not get mileage can not submit for mileage. There are people who can't. And to allow people to be in office, to be able to submit the expenses that they need to submit, I think it's an important function of our elected bodies, so I wouldn't support that either.